We know that the honor to be a Black Panther belongs to the descendants of Bashenga, the first ever king of Wakanda. Okoye, on the other side, is a warrior, but she doesn't have royal blood, so it'll be interesting to see how she'd become the next Black Panther, if this is the plan. For now, one thing is a sure bet: Black Panther will return. Let's find out together. The sequel about the ancient nation protector was the last Marvel movie for 2022, continuing the saga of the African nation Wakanda. The movie brought mixed impressions and mixed feelings. Nothing was the same without T'Challa, the beloved Black Panther. But the Wakandan royal family had to rise and defend their land, as Namor became the new threat. The new Black Panther was T'Challa's little sister Shuri, but most of the fans think that Okoye, the commander of the Dora Milaje unit, was the real star of the film. You can easily say that she stole the show and proved herself to be a valuable character, a new Marvel gem that has a lot more to give in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. After the mixed impressions that Black Panther Wakanda Forever brought, there are constant talks between the fans about how the saga of one of the greatest Marvel superheroes could continue. Yes, T'Challa's little sister Shuri rose as the new Black Panther, but in many ways, Okoye was Wakanda Forever's real hero. So can we expect a solo movie based on her? Or could she be the next Wakanda protector? Given what we saw from her character in the movie, it's no surprise that her name is highly positioned for further movie developments about Black Panther. And let's make a quick recap of why she was so special and precious in Wakanda Forever. First and most important, Okoye put her life on the line to save Shuri. She is Shuri's best ally during her journey through grief, and she will put all her emotional work to help and protect her. She was the one who was very calm during the whole grief situation. She was disciplined and full of force, and the only character that managed to keep everything in one place. You probably remember how Okoye put her life at risk to save Shuri, and even Riri. Second, her character, I can say it, was more composed than the others. Her decisions never put Wakanda at risk. Unlike Shuri, who made some impulsive decisions, like going to war against Talakan, Okoye did follow her, but she never did anything that would put her nation through this massacre. Oh, I almost forgot. Even though she's one of the most serious characters, she does have a great sense of humor, and she's a completely selfless person. Remember how she fought entirely for the sake of other people, and not a single time for her own needs? Yes, she argued with Queen Ramonda to keep her rank, but that wasn't for her own glory, but instead to continue doing her duty as the Dora Milaje unit and protect Wakanda. And if you're not familiar with any of Okoye's qualities, then hit that like button below the video right now. But given that MCU Phase 5 is currently filled until late 2024, the most possible release date can be during Phase 6. Marvel is planning something else, and that's a spin-off TV series based on Okoye. If you're asking at this point when it will happen, nobody can tell you the exact date. Then you probably need to rewatch both Black Panther movies. Most of the fans will agree that she's grown up as a character in Marvel Universe, and the best way to keep her shining is to make a solo movie for her, or another Black Panther sequel, where she'll have the main word. But this is only what fans want, instead of their wishes. We know that Marvel Phase 6 is planned to last until May 2026, when Avengers: Secret Wars is planned to be released. So, we can say that there is plenty of time for the Okoye series to fit inside. There's even an option that the series will be upgraded to a movie that could be called Armor Wars. Also, we can't say at this point who could take part and who would return to reprise their roles. But one thing is certain: Danai Gurira will be back to portray Okoye for a third time, when plenty of spaces remain empty. If we roll back to November last year, when Marvel producer Nate Moore revealed the ideas for spin-off, we'll see that he said that the development for these projects is not far as long as people want it to be. But he also said that there are a lot of ideas that need to be put together. Probably Ryan Coogler, who was sitting in the director's chair for Wakanda Forever, will roll up his sleeves and will accelerate the work for these anticipated projects in a near future. During her recent appearance on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, the actress and Marvel star carefully said, "I have been told that I can gently allude to this possibility and answer that can finally be taken as a promising one to the rumors of a spin-off series based on her Black Panther character. However, I don't want to disappoint you, but Marvel will probably re-evaluate the possibility of this project, especially after many mixed reactions to Phase 4. Another promising detail that many of you may have forgotten is when the Hollywood Reporter profile in 2021 reported that Gurira's attorney hoped for a deal to be concluded about the Okoye spin-off series. It was later confirmed by Deadline, who wrote that Ryan Coogler is already working on the project, while we're waiting to hear who else will take part in a project like this. While we're waiting for further notice, let's just remember that Gurira first appeared as Okoye in the first Black Panther movie in 2018. She reprised her role in 2018's Avengers Infinity War and 2019's Endgame, before she came back to Wakanda Forever. There is plenty of time until we hear more information about how the story will go, in a series that will be based on the Dora Milaje unit commander. If we continue the enumeration sequence, we'll also say that Okoye has a lot more experience in battle than Shuri and Riri, better control of her emotions, and can also do more with less effort in battle. And these are only a few of the characteristics that make her so great and inspiring. We already saw this in the mid-credit scene after Wakanda Forever, where Shuri met her late brother's son. Marvel put a clear message here that said Black Panther will return. But there's no doubt that the screenwriters Ryan Coogler and Joe Robert Cole introduced little T'Challa with a reason. What will be his future in MCU? And will he return to Wakanda and learn how to rule the country? We'll see. From what I managed to find out by digging deep, the most possible scenario that this series could bring is a whole origin story about Okoye. This is probably the most reliable option, where we'll learn everything about this fearless warrior. Let's keep patient for now and wait to see what's going to happen. So, based on this, we can expect that this boy will somehow become the next Black Panther after Shuri, and Okoye will become his protector this time. But this option is most likely for Black Panther 3 movie, because the series should be based only on Okoye. Also, Namor, who escaped from Shuri almost unscathed, will return once again. He and Shuri made a peace deal between her and Wakanda Kingdom and his kingdom of Talokan. But in the end, Namor will tell one of his allies that a deal like this will have benefits for their underwater realm. He points out that Shuri is now left without allies on the surface, with France and the US trying to reach Wakanda's precious element vibranium. We can expect to see a bigger role from T'Challa's son, who has the same name as his father. We saw how Nakia introduced him to Shuri in the end credit scene, where she also told her that she and T'Challa Sr. decided for him to grow up in a secret in Tahiti. Smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell below the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.